So people have been asking me, Daniel, we would like to know your thoughts on the television show Honey Boo Boo. And I already have my thoughts on Honey Boo Boo. It's an older video on my channel, and I'm not going to make a video talking about something that's already been talked about on my channel because I don't want to regurgitate any video content. If I make a video content, I want to make a new video that's going to offer new substance in every single one of my videos, which is why I don't repeat videos. But this is a video that needs to be made because I have not addressed this specific problem and went to it in more in depth. In today's society, specifically in the United States of America, the sexualization of children is becoming a nationwide epidemic. I do not exaggerate when I say it's becoming nationwide because I see that this problem is growing faster and getting bigger every time I either turn on the news, see parents, or whatnot. I mean, just look at Honey Boo Boo, look at toddlers and tiaras, but most of all, just look at the sexualization of children, in which I'm going to explain right here. I don't remember how many people remember, but in 2009, the company that makes the Barbie dolls had to remove several of their dolls. For reasoning is because the dolls that consisted, for young 3, 4, or 5-year-old girls, one was called Pregnant Barbie and had a detachable stomach in which the woman was pregnant, and basically it was a Barbie doll who was pregnant. This gave the wrong impression to young children. I agree. So Barbie banned it and got it removed. Second thing was another Barbie, which was Tattooed Barbie, and Tattooed Barbie had very inappropriate tattoos all over her body. Again, these are for young 3, 4, 5-year-old girls, etc. Again, that toy was removed, and I'm actually quite shocked that Barbie hasn't made a divorced Barbie yet. But you understand my point. These young toys are being focused and developed based upon society, sex, the sexualization of children, and what appeals to young kids, which I don't think getting pregnant or at 4 or 5 years old is exactly appealing, and I understand fully that parents who wanted those toys removed. It's just wrong in my opinion. But for those of you who don't know, there's also clothes, and I've seen these clothes in public before, but right here is this little photo. This is of a pink underwear for a 4-year-old girl, okay? So a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, they're basically just out of their diapers, right? And this is little panties, underwear for this little girl, and I don't know if you can see it clearly, but that piece of underwear, panties, for that little girl says, "Who needs credit cards?" I am not kidding. That little pink piece of underwear says, "Who needs credit cards?" Do you not see what I'm talking about? This is a growing epidemic. You have 4 or 5-year-old little girls who parents put clothes on them. Not all parents, but it's getting worse. In other words, who needs a credit card? You don't need to buy child pornography. Here's a 5-year-old girl wearing these little panties of basically inviting people to sexualize her butt. That's what that means. It's pulling people to look at young children, sexualizing them. And I guess the problem that I have is not that the child's being sexualized, although that's wrong in my opinion, but the problem is that the parents don't do anything about it. In fact, if you read the articles based upon the whole Barbie scenario, and then the clothes being published of these girls wearing tight skirts with showing their butt crack and everything else, only at 4 or 5 years old, just getting out of their diapers, the parents think it's a minor issue that, it's okay. It's okay to dress my child like that. Inviting men and males and kids and young boys to objectify and sexualize them at that young of age. There are 2 terms being used to describe these parents who raise children like this, who are 5 years old dressing like this, and they're called hot tots or prostitutes. In other words, I guess it's a slang, obviously. But what this child sexualization is doing is teaching young 4 and 5-year-old girls that the most important thing is to dress up sexy. That the most important thing is to have a sexy body. And it's being instilled at 4 and 5 years of age because of the parents not standing up for their own child and saying that this is okay. To look cute and pretty has developed something into so sickening and depraved that I don't even understand how parents can even think like this. What pisses me off more is that some parents just do not understand. They can't comprehend why wearing who needs credit cards on your 5-year-old's butt is a problem. The APA, the American Psychological Association, linked down below in the description, their research and study concluded that young females and boys are growing up between the ages of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, growing up viewing themselves as sex objects. Not that people are looking at them as sex objects, which they are, but they're viewing themselves, that girl, that boy, are viewing themselves as a sex object, and that's the only worth they have. The study goes on to say that these young children who view themselves as a sex object are having increasing depression, low self-esteem, no self-worth, academic failures in school, low confidence, and even increased likelihood of sexual activity at an extremely young age. And I feel so freaking useless talking to a camera where I can't really do anything. But you know what? Maybe a parent who sexualizes their child like this will maybe read that link down below and look at the statistics and the sources of the APA, American Psychological Association. See what they've been saying about the sexualization of what you're doing to your children. You as a parent need to be protecting your child's innocence. Take that dang TV out of their room. Take it out. Because you're just exposing them to crap and bull stuff like Honey Boo Boo and Toddlers and Tiaras, 15 and Pregnant, and all this other crap. Because I feel personally that parents and young teens are having children not to actually love that child and raise that child up to be a valuable human being, but they're raising that child because they look at their child as their own personal little Barbie that they play around with, that they dress up, take to hair salons, and sex them up to be the most sexiest little girl you can possibly imagine. That's what a lot of parents are doing nowadays. They don't have a child to raise and love that child. They have it to make their own real-life Barbie. It's sickening. It angers me so much. God, it makes me I'm afraid to have kids, and you know, for this main reason that I have to raise kids in a society like that. Don't buy inappropriate clothes or sexy, skanky, slutty, whatever you want to call them, clothes for your young child. Learn to say no as a parent and mean no. Your young child doesn't deserve to grow up thinking that she has to appeal to people with her body. I guess that's all I really have to say. Parents, wake up. Is that society says to women that unless you're a certain weight, you're not attractive, you're not pretty. And this could not be further from the truth. However, when you'll go to the magazines and shops and stores, you will see models with their super thin body, gigantic boobs. But what a lot of females don't realize is that even the models themselves on those magazines are being photoshopped because they're still not perfect. They may have a blemish on their cheek, they may have something wrong with their skin or a little color differentiation, and people on those magazines edit and Photoshop and make those women to a standard which is technically almost unachievable. It's like this perfect body image in which instills into females' minds saying that I want to look like this, but in reality they can't look like that because it's not even a real photo of the model herself. It's Photoshop.